Hello guys and good morning. In this video I want to talk about the state of SMITE esports scene, SMITE Pro community, okay? Now we got some recent news that the esport director, Harris Cooper, is coming back to esports, okay? To SMITE esport, which is a good news, which means there is going to be esports scene for the future, you know, for SMITE too. But I'm also very concerned, because if this is the guy who was managing Pro Scene, he's also the reason why SMITE Pro Scene was doing so bad in the last 5 years. So why are we bringing the same people back who didn't manage to fix SMITE Pro Scene but actually made it worse? Right? 7 years ago, SMITE Pro Scene was thriving. We had official community online tournaments. We had ranked leaderboard and rewards for arena fans, right? Now you throw away arena ranked, which is like throwing 30 to 40% of your player base away. You throw away, you made the whole pro scene around North America, which then you throw the EU region away, which is the biggest region. So my question is, what are we even doing here? Do we have any plans to actually do some major changes, or it's gonna be the same old shit over and over again? This is what concerns me, okay? Why would I have hope in him now when SMITE Pro Scene was literally dying for last 5 years because they didn't do things correctly? And the problem is, if you guys will do things correctly, you will naturally get viewership and sponsorship. You will get EU versus North America competitive spirit. People would watch naturally. You will get sponsorship naturally. You had such a great esport scene in Atlanta, right? So all you have to do now is organize official online North America and EU Conquest and Arena tournaments, and then let few best teams play it out in Atlanta for the final reward. Put in some funding for tournaments. This is what players want. Not just some North America handpicking your pros, wasting money on salaries for these pro players that are not even pros, that got handpicked. I mean, nobody would have problem with them if they would actually earn it via official community tournaments. Right, but they didn't. You handpicked all those pro players, just like League of Legends does, and that's why nobody takes League of Legends or this esport seriously, right? So I really hope in the future we're gonna do some major changes. Otherwise, what's the point of this guy coming back? Why not bringing a new guy who actually understands how to design sports and esports? That's my question. So a big problem is also how divided SMITE community is. Why do we have 6 SMITE subreddits instead of 1 with flares? Why do we still have no ranked leaderboard and rewards for arena fans? Why don't we still have official online community tournaments? This is the question we should be asking here. And I really hope this guy do some major changes. Otherwise, in my eyes, he's not really welcome back to the community, Like, you have to do things right at the core level, and then everything is gonna be fine. But if you don't do things correctly, you're gonna have divided and messed up community. There are so many fans who love SMITE because SMITE itself is a great game. You have one of the best action combat, you have one of the best social systems, so why not use it? And I mean, you guys have been blaming Tencent for, which is true, the lack of... This is the problem when it comes to SMITE Pro Scene. You're missing 70% of your player base, right? You're missing EU players, which is the biggest region. You're missing arena fans, which is the most popular game mode. You're missing international players, we had no real console scene, This is the problem. All you guys had to do was organize official online tournaments. And then everything would be much, much better in my eyes. Don't try to handpick your pros, wasting money on their salaries, which makes no reason, because then these guys all gatekeep everyone else and they think they're one of the best even though they got handpicked, And then whole esports and sport lose its meaning. That's why UFC, one of the biggest corporations in the world, has been losing viewers for years now. Even though they use bots all over social media to make them seem more popular, and they literally give title shots based on social media, which is insanity, you know. So I really hope we're gonna do some major changes here, because they really need it. And now you have all these guys, Twitch guys, you know. I mean, he might be a good guy, but he was not doing his job properly, and the whole community was suffering because of that. You guys thought, oh, if you remove ranked arena, you're gonna attract more players to Conquest, which proved over the years to be one of the biggest mistakes you did. There's so many fans who love your game, but you give them no chance to prove themselves, no matter how much we love this game. And then on top of that, anybody that don't get handpicked for these pro scenes or use bots on social media basically has no chance to become a SMITE content creator, you know? So I really hope we're gonna talk about these issues. I really hope we're gonna solve some of these issues, you know? You guys really need somebody in charge who actually understands this. Otherwise, there is no point. Even if you make new engine, even if you put so much effort into your game, you still will get no results because you're ignoring way too much of your player base. And this is happening in every high-risk game. You see, we have Arena versus Conquest in SMITE. We have Strikeout vs Domination in Rogue Company. And we have Deathmatch vs Siege in Paladins. It's always the same story. You guys make great games, but you guys have no idea how to manage your communities and pro scene. You know, that's the biggest problem of SMITE. It's not about skins or whatever, even though, yeah, the UI design is pretty bad. You made these over expensive skins now because you're just trying to survive, I understand, but if you do things right, you're gonna get sponsorship, viewership and more players naturally, you know. You cannot just ignore 70% of your player base and then expect good results. Even business guys will understand this, you know. And I highly suggest watching SMITE SPL Leon. I highly suggest watching this video from Leon, what is wrong with the SMITE Pro League. He really put a lot of passion in this video, talking about many of these issues. And I really got respect for him, even though he got a lot of hate, you know, he got a lot of hate for that. But he, you know, that doesn't matter. At the end, what matters is we want this community and game to be more popular. That's why we are here. You see, you have to give your players a reason to play your game. Put in ranked rewards. Put in mini chests for winning games. Right? Organize official community tournaments with foundings. That's all you have to do. Right? So, I really hope... You know, SMITE's pro scene is literally, you know, it's such a shame. I really hope in the future we get something more, because we had literally no competition on the MOBA market for years. I mean, yeah, we had League of Legends and Dota. And this is the problem. Now we're trying to be another League of Legends. That's a big mistake. You guys just need to use what you have. You guys don't need... and I feel like SMITE is losing its character. That's the biggest problem. We're losing our character, and then when you lose character, you lose everything, right? Why not make a new arena map? You know, a new cool gladiator arena map. Add in ranked leaderboard and rewards. Organize cool tournaments. This is why we play such games, to see who's the best, right? But when you handpick all your players, when you force everybody into Conquest, a 20-year-old outdated game mode that was not even meant for esports, then what do you expect, you know? So, let me know what you guys think, and see you in the next one. Hey guys, I just wanna make a quick video talking about state of SMITE Pro, state of SMITE esports, okay? We got esport manager back, Harris Cooper, okay? And I really wanna quickly talk about this, right? I'm very divided when it comes to this. Why? Because this is the guy who was designing esports. So we can also say he is the guy reason why we have no ranked leaderboard rewards and tournaments for arena fans. In fact, we barely even have rewards for Conquest, a main game mode. We have no official online community tournaments, what every competitive player wants. You guys literally made a joke out of a pro scene. You handpicked all your players so they gatekeep everybody else, and they're the only one who can actually get views on social media, right? And now because people think if you play at SMITE Pro League, you're one of the best, right? They get countless more followers, countless of everything. They call themselves world champions when barely half of them barely know how to build, right? So if this guy has come back, and this guy really needs to do some major changes, otherwise he's not, in my eyes, he's not really welcome to come back. Because he's the reason why SMITE Pro Scene has been doing so poorly in the last 5 years. I mean, he's not the only guy, but he's the guy who's director of a pro scene. And our SMITE community pro scene is a total joke. No official online North America and Europe Conquest and Arena tournaments. No rewards, leaderboard and rewards for arena fans, which will be probably the most popular game mode in your game if you will guys actually do things correctly, right? So no rankings, no tournaments, wasting money on salaries for these so-called pro players that all got handpicked, right? And half of them even use bots on social media to manipulate algorithm, their viewers, and make it impossible for other SMITE content creators to get any views. And even promoting them, right? Okay? I wanna see this. I really wanna see this. Like, SMITE 1 is available.